the continuing saga of retirement. So we just had a meeting with our financial planner, and we're working on a budget for the this year and moving on through the years that hopefully we get to live. And so it's sort of interesting to think about how at one point he had us retiring next year, and we're like, well, because he said you won't have any W-2s, and we're like, well, we will, because we're going to continue to work. And he's like, well, this model, when you're retired, you can't work. Like it doesn't count you as working, so it won't count as income. And we're like, okay, so what do we need to do to make sure that this model runs in a way that actually matches the life that we have? And so a little bit of back and forth. And so in the end, we decided, yeah, okay, so retirement will be in 5 years' time at X age, and then we can run the numbers in that way. And this is one of the things that every time we try to do this, it really feels like we are round pegs that are being trying to be squeezed into a square hole. And it's sort of interesting, because if we didn't really have a handle on what our round peg was, like we have a really clear understanding of where our money is. We have no debt. We've made sure to pay off anything that we owe, so we have no debt. We're not the sort of couple that get a new car every year. We don't get new phones. We're not. So it's, the one thing we do spend money on is travel and experiences. And so this day, it's been interesting, because my last video, I was like, it's all work, work, work. But work is different things. Work is when I choose to do it. Work is when I am working on my business or in my business, thinking about the different components of the work that I need to do to create other income streams, or to be able to think about what I need to do in terms of learning technology so that I can be better at producing crisper, more edited videos for you all at some point in the future. Not now. Right now it's just me talking with things that are on my mind, and a lot of the things that are on my mind are how that retirement has so many facets that question your identity, and then question the actual goals that you have for yourself, because some of the systems that are in place to support retirement don't actually operate in a way that works with people who maybe don't want to leave a legacy, don't have children, don't have grandchildren to leave money to, and also are quite content with the legacy that they have left through the work that they've done, not feeling the need to build large amounts of wealth to leave somewhere to someone, but to enjoy those moments now with the people that we care about, and each other, on experiences and maybe impact that we can have on the world now, not when we're gone. So it's been an interesting day of thinking about what is really important as you navigate. And I was saying to Beth as we went for a walk to the store just a moment ago, I feel totally at ease knowing I have total confidence in the round peg that her and I have created and continue to build, and that we don't need to feel the pressure to be squeezed into a square hole that someone else wants us to fit into. And so I think for me, the bold move today is to be able to really express to the financial planner that we're working with what is important to us, and to reiterate that we're not interested in leaving the world with lots of money. We want to use the money that we have now to have impact in the time that we're alive. So if you're interested in making bold moves, and maybe you've been stuck and you're not sure what your next steps are, or maybe you just need a sounding board and you don't have that around you, make sure you look down below, go to my Stan Store. There's a Bold Moves monthly group that meets every month, where people just like you who want to make bold moves are meeting and talking. I will coach you, I will ask you curious questions, and we can work together on you finding out what's your next bold move. If that's not for you, then okay, make sure you subscribe and hit like on this video, and watch some of the other videos where I talk about retirement and how retirement doesn't have to be this thing that is shrinking and small. Retirement is a time when you can expand and try new things, and maybe even make a bold move that you've been putting off.